Good morning, everybody. Last night I did a bunch of breakdowns. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very surprised with this fight right here, man. Tafon Nichuki versus Azamat, whatever his name is. Man, I remember watching this fight live because I had Tafon in a parlay back in the day. This was like 2021, I think, or something like that. And I remember thinking, holy shit, he's beating this guy. Like he's beating Asma, as you can see right here on one judge. He was winning by 2 rounds. But personally, I thought he was up 2-0. You know what I'm saying? And if you know about Tafon Nachukwi, listen, I don't want to say he's not good, but he's not terrible. But he's a little bit below. I'm gonna say he's average. Okay, let's just say he's average. Ended up a career. I think he's like 4-7 or something like that. I haven't. No, not 4-7. 7-4. My bad. So he just beat Chris Dawkins. Wow. Oh, that was last year, but wow, that's crazy. I mean, watching that fight really, really, really exposed Murzakanov as a fighter. I mean, and you see it. Yeah, there was glimpses, and of course he still won the fight. But there's glimpses of that fight that show you in future fights that he's not really an elite fighter. All right. All Tafon did in this fight to quote unquote what I think win the fight until obviously he lost. He just took center of the cage and was so responsible on offense and defense. High guard was amazing. He was blocking everything. And of course, this has to do with Tafon's like build, like how he's built too, because like when you're built like that, it's so easy to block because you could just shell up and just move your hands and your head just to create traffic. So no punches really land clean. So it's very hard to land on someone like Tafon. But that exposed a lot from Asma where because he tried to wrestle Tafon, didn't work. And then you see in the second round, Asma noticed like, okay, what the fuck do I do here? And I'm not gonna lie, I don't, of course it wasn't lucky because no shot in MMA or boxing is lucky. Everything happens for a reason, you know. Tafon got too aggressive in the third round. His coaches were telling him, "All right, let's get this fucking finish. Let's put this stamp on this." And Tafon got, like I said, he got defensively irresponsible and was just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just crash in. I don't believe in this guy's power." He already felt it, and he got clipped with a big left hand, and then he got followed up with a big knee when he ducked in, and he got knocked out cold. It was a nasty knockout. It was a beautiful knockout, honestly. But I look at that fight and I'm like, man, all to beat Ozma, it is very simple. Very simple. Just be responsible when I say responsible, I just mean like have a fundamental game where you're not going out of your body, where you're not exposing yourself, where you're not and you might say, "Oh, that's easier said than done." No, it's not. Against someone like him where this guy shots are very unorthodox, very awkward. His angles are very awkward. To beat someone like that, all you have to do is just stay fundamental and stay technical, right? Oh man, and how bad do I wish Ribeiro was that? Now, Ribeiro does have some, of course, fundamental striking on offense, but defense wise, holy shit. I think he's gonna get clipped bad. I think he's gonna get knocked the fuck out, like in my prediction right here, round one, maybe round two. But would I be surprised if Ribeiro wins? Definitely not. I see people saying Murzakanov is a lock. I don't think so, man. And of course, he could look like a lock, but I'm not gonna put no fucking money on a minus 550 favorite when I know for a fact if it goes to the third round, he's probably gonna lose that round. I mean, let's be honest. His cardio is very, very, very bad. He's overweight and underweight at the same time with being 5'10 at light heavyweight, while he's not even big at that division. He is small. You can obviously tell he doesn't cut much weight. He doesn't have much muscle mass. It's just straight fat and blubber. And not only that, he's fucking bald now, okay? He's bald now. He's getting older. Obviously he's not slowing down because he's getting crazy knockouts still. I mean, that fucking fight with Alonzo Menefield. If Menefield was defensively good, he would have beat him. Because all he was like, Menefield figured out in the second round, okay, all I got to do is pressure this guy. This guy's gassing out. And Azamat was gassing out in the second round. Embarrassing. Very embarrassing. but the punches that he was landing on Alonzo, man, they were dirty. But he just couldn't see them coming. Um, like I said, Murzakanov, his offensive striking is very, very good. Just like the angles that he hits, the power that comes from his left hand, it's just nasty, very nasty fighter. But defensive wise, I don't like it. I think that high kick, the right high kick, to be exact, is always gonna be there to land on Murzakanov. Always. I mean, Tafon was landing that bitch like a motherfucker, and he didn't know what the fuck to do. He literally couldn't do nothing. And also, the day he fights, so and it could be this, it could be Ribeiro. That's why I'm saying I'm not gonna bet on him because it could be Ribeiro. The day that Murzakanov fights someone who is understanding the game against him when you're fighting someone awkward of just being very fundamental and sticking to your roots, as in like sticking to like what brought you here, and sticking to the the fundamentals, the start of it, which you learned, the 1 2 3, the 1 2, the jab, the very start of it. If you stick to that, you're gonna beat this guy. You're 100% gonna beat this guy. And you might think I'm tripping, but just watch the tape. That's what I always say, that just watch the tape and you see how much how I know his offense is great because he cuts angles very differently than other fighters, but that leaves a big opening with him too, because man, he leaves himself out of position a lot. And I mean a lot, man. A lot. And he could get knocked the fuck out. I don't know if it's gonna be this fight and Ribeiro has surprised me. I mean, I think he surprised everybody in this last fight. Of course, he was a big underdog. And in this Magomed fight, I mean, man, he had a deep guillotine in the second round, I think it was. Yeah, second round. He had a deep guillotine, bro. And in the first round, or what was it? I forgot what round it was. I can't remember, but he was wrestling Magomed. He was wrestling him. And he honestly, he didn't look bad until the third round when he gassed and he just gave up. But he surprised me, dude. He's definitely surprised me in his UFC career. I mean, Ming Yang Zhang, they were just going at it. I mean, they were just going back and forth, trading the same 1 2 3 combination. Go watch that fight. If you really watch it, slow it down. They were treating the jab, the straight, and then the left hook every single fucking time they were getting into the pocket with each other. Oh my god, it was beautiful. It was a very fun 1 minute fight. But go watch that fight if you have it. It's a very fun fight. And Azamat, man, like I said, he's very unorthodox. So I'm going to pick him to win, but I'm not going to bet on him. I am going to bet the under 2.5 is probably going to be like -310, -290, something like that. It's probably going to be somewhere around that range, but I think that's a very great pick. I think because Azamat could definitely lose. I don't think he's as good as people think. I know his striking is very awkward and unorthodox and good. I do think it's good, but I don't like his intangibles. I don't like his defense. I don't like his cardio. I don't like his size. I don't like his height. I don't like anything except his left hand and his unorthodox striking. That's the only thing I like. And of course, it's gonna carry him to great heights in the light heavyweight division, because we all know the light heavyweight division is ass. I mean, this Alonzo Menifield win. Alonzo Menifield was just putting his head on the center line, just saying, "All right, come on and hit me." Against Dustin Jacoby, man, Dustin looks so terrified. If you see this fight, he looked terrified of Azamat. I'm not gonna lie. If Ribeiro fights like that, he's gonna lose. He's definitely gonna lose. Dustin looked. I mean, even in the third round, Dustin was wrestling Azamat, and Dustin is a kickboxer. Like, what? Dustin is a kickboxer. Azamat was just that tired where he was like, "I don't want it no more. You just do whatever you want to me," And Dustin Jacoby was wrestling out wrestling. Oh my God, could Ribeiro sub? Because Ribeiro is very much sub over position. Man, Ribeiro. I mean, he's only 28. But I just think that first round, that unorthodox of Azamat is going to scare Ribeiro too much of being able to commit. Because I don't think he's going to understand the angles that Murzakanov is coming from and that power, Because bro, I'm telling you, he's awkward. Very, 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 very awkward with his tempo, his lightness on the feet, his counter punching. Very awkward. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Azamat first round KO, but I'm definitely gonna take the. Let me see this. I'm definitely just gonna take the under though, because I think I don't want to get greedy. Minus 500. Completely understandable. Under 2.5 is minus 530. I thought it was gonna be wow. I thought it was gonna be like minus 300. That's fucked. Murzakanov by no way. Minus 280. I get it. I get it. I honestly really do get it. But man, that fucking sucks. That line. Oh my god. Is it different on FanDuel? Please be up on FanDuel. Well, it's Wednesday. It shouldn't be. It should be up actually. It's a pay-per-view, bro. Come on. Yep. Okay, minus 750, minus 250. Yeah, that's oh my god, that's fucking stupid. Let me see fight to end by KO. How will fight end by minus 3? But I mean, we could see Ribeiro like guillotine, maybe something like that. We could see that just because, dude, when you're tired and you're gassed, you get caught in dumbass shit, you know. And Azamat, I'm telling you, man, he's not that good. He's not that good. Yeah, let's go with Azamat, but Ribeiro, don't sleep on him. Do not think Azamat is a lock. He could look like a lock, but if he goes to that second round and we see Ribeiro being responsible on the outside using his range, I mean, dude, he has 10 inches on him, bro, and like almost 4. Dude, if he's anywhere near responsible, he's winning. And I might say, oh, you might say, oh, that's hard to say about someone like Ribeiro, but he's young. You know, if he does listen to his coaches, then he could definitely pull this off. Let's go Murzakanov round 1 KO.